Hello, beautiful friends. Good morning. Welcome to High Vibes at 5:55, coming to you live from Brisbane, Australia. Not so sunny today. Lots of rain, lots and lots of rain. So loud, it woke everybody up. We're all running around making sure things were covered. How is it at your end of the world? Today's High Vibes is brought to you by the Rich Living Academy. Hello, I can see you all joining in, and this is your daily dose of high vibes to help you cultivate prosperity, to help you cultivate positivity, and to inspire you to inspire others so that we all start living beautiful, soul-filled, rich lives. Good morning, everybody. I can see you all joining in today's topic. So we talked at the beginning of the week, we talked about self-care and self-love. And it's now Friday. I sent you, if you're listening on the podcast, go back to one. I think it was called, the title of it is Self-Care. I want to know, how did you go? I gave you a little mini challenge to pick one of the 5 suggestions that I gave you and actually do that every single day as a little moment of complete self-care and self-love. Okay? How did you go? Hey, Donna, I can see you. Nice. You made it live. So how did you go? Another part of self-care that I wanted to give a bit more attention to, which I'm going to talk to you about today, is the really trendy and so hot right now. It's been hot for a very long time. Meditation. It seems to be something that we can talk about now without people giving us you can say meditation and people go, ooh, interesting, tell me more. So let's talk about meditation. So the first time I tried to meditate, it was just a mess in my head. It was just oh my God, the noise in my head was just so crazy. And I had the guilt. I remember it so clearly. I had the guilt for taking time out for myself. And then I think I probably did the shopping list 100 times in my head. And then I'd go, okay, quiet. Oh, we're getting quiet. And then I would start talking to myself about how quiet it was. So it was this crazy conversation going on in my mind. And I have to tell you that went on for quite some time. Especially the guilty part of, okay, I'm giving myself this really quiet time. I remember that being really present. And I also remember waiting for the interruptions. So I would hear a little something and I'd go, oh, I knew they were going to interrupt me. So it took me a really, really long time to actually surrender into meditation and to let that chatter pass. So here's the trick with meditation is the chatter ain't going to stop. What it is you not hanging on to the chatter. You just let it pass and you see it go, oh, there goes the shopping list. I'll come back to that later. Oh, I wonder what that noise was. It's okay. Let me come back to the present moment. And if you're, there's so many different techniques to do meditation. If you're just getting started, what I use to get started, there's an app called Meditation Oasis by a beautiful, beautiful lady called Mary Maddox, and her voice is divine and soothing. Oprah and Deepak run a meditation challenge every now and then. They must be having another one coming up pretty shortly. We should get that going in the Rich Living Room. You could download something from YouTube. There's plenty of meditations there on YouTube. And you can use a guided meditation, which is where somebody will talk you through. And the way that I stop my chatter is I say, come back to her voice. Come back to her voice. Okay, what did she say? What did she say? What did she say? And I just keep coming back to her voice rather than my own voice. So for me, the guided meditation practice was really important for me to do first, to actually start to slow my thoughts down. And I now can meditate just with my breath or just with music. And that's not like, oh, quick, I've got to get there and I've got to achieve being able to do meditation just with breath or just with music. That's not what I mean. What I mean is I don't have to go searching for a meditation to guide me. I know that I can do it on my own. But It takes practice. And with everything, every single freaking thing that we do in our lives, it takes practice. It takes consistency. It takes persistence. And it requires us to have a little bit of discipline about it. And, here showing up to 5:55s, that's required some discipline for you. Being here every day, the ones that are showing up here every day, there's the consistency and there's the persistence, right? So maybe approaching everything like that, your results are a little bit, results is not the word I'm looking for. Your your involvement and your expansion happens a little bit easier than the other way, when you're just dipping in and out of it. So if you're deciding to take on a practice, the research is showing now that it's used to be 28 days to change a habit. We're up to 60, people. I don't know what that means is going on with our brains, but the research is saying that it's 60 days to rewire and reprogram and make something happen in your life that you're not consciously thinking about, right? So you're consciously, well, I can't even, here we go. I've done this before and I've got it completely wrong. So you're consciously competent. Is that it? It's like driving a car, right? That did not take 28 days. That would have taken a long time to, just go onto autopilot, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Autopilot with meditation, autopilot with journaling, autopilot with gratitude. It is going to take you some time. And the best way that for me to do it was to pick one thing, not 100, one thing, and just go, you know what, meditation, I really feel connected to meditation and I want that to be a part of my life. I've done it a few times and I've noticed how much I feel better or how much my day goes a little bit easier, whatever it is for you. And then set an alarm. So we've got these amazing groovy little devices called iPhones or smartphones. And when you set your alarm, you can actually, I wonder if I show you on mine, you can write down a title of the alarm. So, you could be, I've got, say my 9 o'clock, I've got a 9 o'clock alarm that reminds me, can you see that? A 9 o'clock alarm that reminds me, I give thanks. I'm grateful. My life is amazing. This was for our grateful challenge that we did every hour. I love my life. Gratitude raises my vibe. And then I've got a couple other ones in there, like 3 p.m., clean up files on the computer. But maybe you can put a reminder in there that's reminding you to meditate. And maybe you need to put that in your phone 3 times a day until you start to get into the swing of it and you go, you know what? I found the best time for me to meditate is 10 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night or whatever that might be. Big tip. Don't lie down and meditate. Don't lie down and meditate when you're practicing and learning, because I found that I was just going to sleep. And there's no harm in that because you have beautiful, lovely rest. But what we're trying to get to with meditation is that beautiful quietening of the mind, so we can let our inspiration and our divine intelligence and our innate source actually get through and have a chat with us about what's next. So for me, I go through that meditation process, and then as my mind starts to really quieten down, I know that I drift off. So I know that I drift off somewhere. It's not quite sleep, but I know that I drift off somewhere. But then in those last couple of minutes, I come back and there's a couple of little thoughts will drop in, some thoughts or an idea. To me, that is inspiration. If my mind has been completely cleared and then the first things that pop up are these 1 or 2 things, that's what I'm going to take action on. And that's where my divine guidance and my divine intelligence, my conversation with God or whatever it is, can come through and guide me with what's next. So actually, I've got a lot of stuff going on for me at the moment, and I've had some other practices that I've been focusing on, and I know that I would really like to come back to meditation. Obviously, I'm talking about it with you guys today because I'm really seeking those quiet, inspirational moments right at the end of the meditation. Has anybody else experienced that before? It's really quite powerful. Awesome. So let me know how you go with meditation. And if you are meditating, maybe we could have a chat about it over in the Rich Living Room. Maybe you've got some really good apps. If you're after beautiful music to meditate to, what's it called? Sonessence. I've recently downloaded her meditation called True North. It's divine. She has this beautiful singing voice. She doesn't sing words. Beautiful singing voice. It's just lovely and gets you back on track to your true north. Awesome, my friends. Have an amazing weekend. I hope you've had a fabulous week. We've done 2 weeks of high vibes. You must be pretty high vibed. Are you high vibed? And we will see you on Monday at 5:55. See ya.